This Nolan Wells situation is terrifying. They really murdered that boy.
Yeah.
And they're going to get away with it,
I heard about
unfortunately,
this.
for everybody involved. And it should piss off a lot of us. I don't see enough people angry at this situation that there should be. And the reason why
I ain't gonna lie, though. I don't know about the whole situation or the whole story, but I heard the basis of it. Basically, he was out somewhere with a bunch of friends. He was the only black friend. Everybody else was white. He ended up dead, and the white people, the white boys he was with, talking about some they don't know or they don't remember what happened or some bullshit.
What?
What you mean you don't know what happened? So he just came up dead and you ain't got no story. You ain't got nothing to say. And I've heard this story multiple times where a black kid is, I seen a video on TikTok, a black kid was hanging out with some white kids. They threw him off the boat. He said he couldn't swim. They was laughing at him, damn near drowning. Somebody else had to come save him. Like, I've seen this a lot.
many people resonate with this Nolan Wells stories because Nolan Wells is like the average 18-year-old kid, grew up in a two-parent household in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, a regular neighborhood, nothing spectacular. He played football in high school, was good enough at football in high school to now he's playing football at a community college. If you take away the name Nolan Wells and just put those facts on paper, a lot of us probably won't be able to distinguish between his life story and the life story of our nephew, our cousin, our brother. We all know somebody who lived the exact same life as Nolan Wells, right? Regular kid, played sports in high school, made it to community college. Nothing spectacular, just the average kid, which is why his story has a lot of people distraught because a lot of people see themselves in Nolan Wells. They see their family member in Nolan Wells. They look at Nolan Wells and his story and they say, this could happen to me and my family. So a couple of days ago, like most kids his age from that area, he hopped on a boat with a couple of his homies to go celebrate July 4th off coast. Nolan gathered and rode on the same boat as his homies, Eric, Wyatt, and Warren, and they rode their boat to this.
If you end up dead and the people who you was with act like they don't know or remember shit, them ain't your homies, gang. And he in Mississippi. Of all places in the fucking world, he in Mississippi. Mississippi. Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues. But they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Island called Horn Island, which is like 10 to 12 miles off coast from mainland in Ocean Springs. When they got to Horn Island, his best friend Javon was on the island and Nolan checked in with him. Now Javon would have rode on the same boat as Nolan. That was the plan. But Nolan's boat got full and didn't really have any space. So Javon just rode with some other people and they all got to the island together. Once he got done talking to Javon, who apparently is his best friend, he then went back to hanging out with the people he went to the island with, even meeting up with this girl called Katie McCormick that he really liked, who was also on the island. They was talking throughout the day. Eventually, when the festivities died down, the people he came with, Wyatt, Warren, Eric, they all went home. Katie went home. Javon went home. But Nolan did not go home. Nolan was nowhere to be found. And his parents were on social media begging for answers. Every one of the individuals that Nolan had contact with on 4th of July on Horns Island had left the island at earliest 3 p.m., at latest 4 p.m.
It's like every parent worst
Nolan's
nightmare.
mom made a status at 9:55 p.m. on July 4th, alerting the public that her son still hadn't come home yet from Horns Island and that he was missing. So she posted, please be on the lookout for Nolan. Last seen was west tip north side of Horn Island today around 3 p.m. wearing blue shorts and sunglasses. It's unclear if he made it back on land. Please message me if you've seen him or have information about his whereabouts at or after 4 p.m. At 4 a.m. the next day, the mama made another status where she says, there's no updates.
Can't sleep.
Nolan is still missing. Please, if you're a praying person, please pray he is found alive, safe, and unharmed.
Damn.
At 6:46 a.m., she made another post. Nolan has not been found. His father and I have his cell phone. So for friends who are seeing his location is because we have it. Katie has contacted me. We are currently at Horn Island. We're looking for any information other than what we already know. Please personal message me if you have any additional information. Another post was made at 8:14 a.m. If you have any information, please, please, please let us know. Another post was made at 9:10 a.m. Please send any information if you've seen him. Another post was made at 9:45 a.m. Nolan has not been found. So whomever is spreading the rumor he is home, that is not true.
Damn.
Another post was made at 10:29 a.m. I'm asking for any video or photos from yesterday from Horn/Ship Island that may have Nolan in them. Also, I appreciate all the love and support. We are a bit overwhelmed. Please personal message me only if you have details about yesterday or if it's news outlet. When the family announced the search efforts for Nolan, Katie, the girl that Nolan was talking to on the island, she reached out to the family. She apparently was cooperative and told them everything that she knew. She went to the island with the family to help look for Nolan. But the same level of cooperation and concern they received from Katie can't be said for Nolan friends.
FBI, open up!
Now, I did not know there was a girl involved. So I'm saying this on July 9th, 2026 in Miami, 2:07 p.m. Eastern time. I would not be surprised if one of these punk-ass friends he talking about he had was mad and hating.
Same with them, everything that on the island.
Over that girl. So I need all the internet investigators. Find out if one of these motherfuckers here, find out if one of them liked her pictures, DM'd her, sent her a hard eye in her comments. Find that out. Because if you can find that out and that's true, it's gonna be some fishy shit. And now I don't know nothing about this case other than the video that's been played right now. So I want you to clip it, save it, keep it in the vault. If this come out to be true, I would not be surprised if it has something to do with them hating over that girl liking the black kid over them.
And concern they received from Katie can't be said for Nolan friends that he rode on the boat with to the island, like Wyatt, Warren, and Eric, because they were allegedly out to eat the next day while everybody was outside looking for Nolan. And when they were approached and asked why they weren't out looking for Nolan, they were out here eating with no care in the world, according to one of Nolan's friends, their answer was really sketchy and really bothersome.
They wouldn't give his phone back to his parents, and they were seen eating out the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody asked them, like, hey, why aren't you out looking for your friend? They said, y'all already think we did it.
If that conversation actually happened, if that's true, the reason why that would be considered suspicious and bothersome is because this is the day after. This is July 5th. Everybody's outside looking for Nolan. Right now, he's being considered missing. His whereabouts is unknown. And according to the family, nobody knows where he is.
Right.
But if the response is, y'all already suspect us of doing it, well, doing what exactly?
Motherfucker?
Doing what exactly?
Pineapple came on my mouth.
Because as far as everybody knows, he's just missing. But that reaction and that reply would insinuate something tragic took place. Now, the reason why Nolan's family and friends were allegedly suspicious of the friends he rode on the boat with, like Eric, Wyatt, and Warren, is because they have possession of Nolan's phone. Nolan is nowhere to be found. Nolan is nowhere to be seen. However, you guys have his phone, but yet you guys are saying y'all have no idea where he is. Approximately 2 days.
No, nigga, them niggas did it. Them niggas did it. I don't give a damn what y'all say. In Mac Mula's mind, in Mac Mula's opinion, they did something to that boy over that girl, gang. They did something to that boy over that girl. Oh, this girl is black. This little black boy think he gonna come take all the white girls. Oh, we're gonna show him something, nigger. I bet cause how they got his phone? How he end up dead? Y'all got his phone, but y'all don't know y'all don't know shit. And then y'all went out to eat the next day. Whoa! How that happen like that? How you get his phone if you don't know what happened? Okay, so where you get his phone from? Okay, so did he give you his phone? Did he jump off the water? Did you not find him? Did you call 911? Did he step on some glass? Did you see an animal? Did somebody start shooting? How'd you get his phone? You don't have no story? That means y'all niggas ain't got y'all lie together yet. That's what happened. Y'all don't got y'all story or y'all lie together. And y'all punk ass like, oh, everybody just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing in there. Yeah, don't say nothing.
After Nolan
you can't tell me no different.
Wells went missing.
Them niggas did it.
His mother showed up to Facebook on July 6, 12:43 p.m. and wrote a status announcing that Nolan Wells' body had been found, and unfortunately, he'd been found deceased. Damn, she wrote, bro. I want to thank our family, friends, community, United Cajun Navy, local law enforcement, and everyone involved for all the love, support, resources over the last few days. His father, Elmore Wansley, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. My heart is broken for our sweet son, who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son. I ask that you all please give me and my family privacy as we grieve. Thank you all again. God bless. Damn. When the news that Nolan Wells' body had been found and he was found deceased,
where they found
chaos ensued. See, it was devastating news, obviously, for the family, but it was also devastating to people outside the family, people on social media who didn't know Nolan Wells personally, but they were pretty invested and committed to finding out what happened to him. Right. And when it was found out that this kid was found dead, a lot of questions surfaced. A lot.
Breaking news, a body has been found on Horn Island near where missing 18-year-old Nolan Wells went missing. Search crews like this one you see here in the air have been searching for him for more than 40 hours now. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Brandy McGill. Will Polston has been on the scene at a command post in Jackson County all morning as they search, and he now joins us live. Good morning to you, Will.
Hey, good morning, Brandy. We got word here just at about 8:45 that there was a body found on Horn Island, and the officials are now working on bringing that back. Now, as of right now, we do not have an identity of the body that was found, but I can confirm that Nolan Wells' family is here at the Lake Mars boat launch. Damn. Now, they've asked us not to show the camera in that direction right now of the family.
Now, my next question is, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't even know if they figured it out, but my next question now is, how did he die? Because if he got found on the island, it doesn't sound like he got found in the water. So the good thing is that they found him fairly early after he would have passed away. So it's very possible, like if y'all remember the David situation, her body was cut up and stuff like that. So they couldn't, it was a lot of shit they had to go through. Since they found the body before the body decomposed and stuff like that, and rest in peace to the boy. Since they found the body shortly after he supposedly was last seen alive, it should be a lot of evidence in his body on how he passed. Did he drown? Did he get stabbed? Did he take a bad pill? You know what I'm saying?
Grieving. There is quite a bit of family and friends here from Nolan's family. But like I said, we do not have identity as of right now. Sheriff Ledbetter did confirm that a park ranger ended up finding the body that was found. And the coroner was here earlier and has since left. They left right at about 10 o'clock, just after 10 a.m., waiting on getting official confirmation on the identity, cause of death, and everything else in between.
Because as soon as a body was found, as soon as Nolan Wells' body got found, the people he had contact with lawyered up. His homies, who he thought were his homies, who he rode on the boat to the island with, Wyatt, Warren, Eric, they lawyered up. Now, they told the family, hey, listen, we don't know what happened. Right. Because everybody he had contact with passed the buck to each other. Mm-hmm. The people on the boat said, hey, we told him we were leaving. He said he was going to stay by and catch a ride somewhere else. We didn't ask nothing of it. We left. His best friend, Javon, said, yo, when I seen him, he was talking to Katie. He said he was going to catch a ride with Katie. Katie said, look, we talked, but he said he was leaving with his friends. I said, okay, and didn't question it. Right. So everybody is passing the buck to each other. Right. They passed the buck to Javon. Javon passed the buck to Katie. Katie passed the buck to Wyatt, Warren, and Eric and the friends on the boat. Yeah. But after the friends gave the initial statement, Wyatt, Warren, and Eric, after they gave their initial statement, they now went quiet. They lawyered up, deactivated their pages, and had nothing more to say. The dudes that Nolan rode on a boat with, they claimed they were in a rush and in a hurry to leave the island and get out the water because their boat was experiencing malfunction. The boat was receiving water. They thought they had to get out the water as fast as possible or else they would be stranded. So they told Nolan it's time to go. Nolan said he's not leaving, and he stayed. However, they still had Nolan's phone. So Nolan didn't realize, oh, damn, bro, you guys have my phone. Give me my phone before you guys leave.
Why would they have his phone?
It sounds like y'all was leaving in a hurry, and Nolan had no idea, to be honest. But they also failed to mention that an altercation took place. Now, there's like very grainy video of the altercation that took place online that doesn't really tell us much, but it does show Nolan getting into some type of like verbal, argument, hostile back and forth.
So what exactly happened from you guys' side?
From our side, there was an altercation with a different boat, which had other kids on it, black kids, and there was an altercation. There was a fight, something happened, and they went back to their respective boats or whatever. And when his best friend was on the other boat, so when he went to go like check up on Nolan and everything after the fight, Nolan's boat was gone, but they had stayed for a couple more hours. And so when they got back to land, they had his phone. So Nolan didn't even have his phone. The phone was at one of the boys' houses, and they didn't want to give it to his parents, and they had to send somebody to go get the phone from his house. That's why, like, when we checked his location,
I bet you some shit got deleted off that motherfucker. Because if I got my friend, I'm just thinking logically. If let's say, okay, because it's already suspicious. Like, why do you have this boy phone? I don't have my homie phone. Only motherfucking phone you gonna have in my pocket is mine and maybe wifey phone. I'm not gonna have no other grown ass man phone for no reason. But let's say I do, and I get home, or I leave and I realize I still got his phone. So he's on a fucking island that he needs to take a boat to get back home for. He has to take a boat. When I realize I got his phone, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call some other people that he know. I might go back to the island to find him to get him his phone back. I'm gonna call his mama and say, hey, we got Nolan's phone. We accidentally took it from the island. I don't know where he's at, but if you guys want to come pick it up and like try to call Javon or call the other girl he was talking to, whatever. And then, okay, so they didn't do that, right? Then Nolan ends up missing, and now the parents try to get the phone back. They don't want to give him the phone. Why? Why do you not want to give up the phone if this is your friend? See, it's not very suspicious to me that they lawyered up. That's not the only thing that's suspicious. It's the shit after. You went out, so this is supposed to be your friend. He missing, and y'all out to eat? Chilling? Then a motherfucker asks you why you not helping them look for him, and y'all say, because y'all already think we did it. Did what? He just missing. Did what? Why wouldn't you give the mom? I would have been in a hurry. I would have gotten in the car and drove to mama's house. Mama, I don't know. I don't know where do you know what's going on? Like, I got his phone because he left it. I'm not going, when they ask me for the phone, I'm not going to try to act like I don't want to give it to him. Unless I had something to do with him dying.
Everybody was like thinking that it wasn't serious because we saw his location and said he was in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, like at his house. But they wouldn't give his phone back to his parents.
Like,
but
what
the
reason
story
would
that
be?
they keep trying to push out to everybody is that the boat was sinking and taking on water, and they were telling Nolan that he needed to get on the boat, but Nolan wanted to stay back with a girl that he never met, which he wouldn't have done. because if that was like, we're all from the same surrounding areas, she goes to Moss Point, which is like 20 minutes away. Why could you not hang out on land when you got back?
If the boat that you came in was sinking and you knew that.
And so that was like the crazy thing is that they're talking about.
They said that fucking island was 10 miles off the coast of wherever the hell they from in Mississippi. So you took a boat that was sinking on a 10-mile trip back home? Well, it's a good thing that that'll probably be verifiable, you know? It's a good thing that they'll probably, I'm sure it probably wasn't your boat. You probably rented the boat. And so whoever you rented the boat from is probably going to be able to cooperate your story and say, yeah, we got the boat back and it was sinking. Because if the boat was like, but still, what reason would you have to have this man's phone? Your quote unquote, your friend's phone. If I got my friend's phone, I'm gonna go to the house. Hey, did Nolan come home yet? I have his phone. Well, here, I just want to give y'all his phone so when he come home, he can have it. I accidentally took it because I didn't realize I had it no more or whatever. Oh, okay, thank you. Or even if I don't do that, after I hear that my quote unquote, my friend is missing, oh yeah, first thing here. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the phone though. Fuck. You feel me?
Oh, the boat was sinking. And he didn't want to get on the boat and the boat had to get towed back. But if that was the case and he said he wanted to stay there, why did you take his phone back and not leave him on an island without a way to get home?
Right.
The only people who truly know what happened to Nolan is Nolan and the people involved.
Mm-hmm.
But if Nolan was my friend, if I was somebody who was on the boat, now I don't think they left that island without Nolan's body. That's just me though, right? But I'm gonna say this: if my friend was missing and I left him behind, and there was rumors that something bad happened to him, wouldn't the first thing I tell the family and the police?
I got his phone.
He was in an altercation with this group of people, and this group and this group and this group. The only way I wouldn't tell them folks about the altercation is if the altercation was with me and my group.
Right.
If it was me and my group of friends that he was arguing with, if we all got into a heated altercation, even if I'm quote unquote innocent, I probably wouldn't tell him because I don't want him to think that something nefarious is going on.
Right.
And if something nefarious did go on, I damn sure wouldn't tell him. That, hey, by the way, just so you guys know, before he went missing, he was arguing with us. We got into a really, 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 really heated altercation. And that led to what exactly? Oh, no. Oh, nothing. We squashed it and then we left.
And then he just died.
Happened to leave him and take his phone with us. Excuse me, you had his phone? Now, even what they did with the boat is suspicious. The boat is probably the single most important and crucial piece of evidence in this entire case.
Yeah.
You know what they did with the boat? Take a listen.
But in the videos that you can see, obviously the fight was loud enough and big enough to cause all the other surrounding boats to pay attention.
Right.
And that be the main focus of what everybody was seeing at the time.
And Alexis, I do want to ask you something else. How long were they friends?
They've been friends for a minute. I mean, these people have gone to school together since elementary school.
Yes, and I want to ask another question from the chat. Dark Chocolate said, my thing is, why did the boat really have to get towed back, and was his BODY on it?
There is some speculation, like this is just like hearsay, that the boat was owned by this dude Wyatt. But when the boat got brought back, it was parked at Warren's house, which is his mom is the judge or whatever. And somebody said they drove by like later that night and like they were cleaning out the boat. Like it was like dark night, not like regular time when you would clean out a boat. It was like later at night. And then there was a girl on the boat that's not in any of the pictures or wasn't the girl that he was talking to. And when she got back on land, she turned off like her Snap location, but her best friend still had her location on Find My iPhone. And she was all of them were at one house for like 4 hours.
They were kids. They could have been partying at the house for 4 hours after leaving Horn Island. But I don't know, bro. All right. Why wouldn't you take the boat back to your crib? Why would you bring it to the judge crib?
Right.
it sounded like, hey, mom, we got ourselves in a pickle. We need your help with something.
Mm-hmm.
We need your help to figure out what to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, this is speculative. This is just day one. We're gonna do a much deeper dive into this case once more information comes out.
And I know how, from watching a lot of documentaries and shit, bro. I know, especially these white people, these white motherfuckers, they gonna protect their kids. Their kid be dead ass wrong. They gonna tell their kids, don't say nothing else. Get a lawyer. No, don't say anything else. Don't say anything else. Well, I don't think he did it. Well, he didn't. I don't care if he did it. I'm gonna get away with it. And he's gonna. I'm telling you.
But things ain't looking right now. The judge, who apparently is she's the mom of Warren. Right. Now, apparently that judge deactivated all of her pages too. Now, everybody is secretive.
Mm-hmm.
The kid dies, everybody lawyers up, don't got nothing to say. Right? Refuse to say certain things like, hey, he got into an altercation with some people.
Right.
Probably look at that group of people.
Right.
But you wouldn't say look at that group of people if you were the group of people.
Right.
Because it'll be easy to say, yo, listen, we left, bro, but bro was still there after getting into an altercation with some folks. Look into them folks. They probably did something to him.
Right.
Which is why also, too, though, like, I could already tell, man, they not really boys, bro.
Hell no.
Like, they're not really homies. Think about it for a second, okay?
Hell no.
You and your homie go out. Let's just say,
I'm going to be honest, though. They not really boys, number one, but number two, they not good people. Cause we don't have to be locked in twin since motherfucking sandbox I don't give a damn who you is, gang. This could be our first time hanging out. You could be a mutual friend. You could be some nigga that I just knew from school. And come on, get on the boat, bro. He be cool. I don't even know the nigga like that, but he cool. Come on. If something happened to you, gang, and you end up passing away around me, and I was with you, I ain't gonna go home and act like I don't know nothing, gang. I'm gonna be at the front door of the police station like, look, I don't even know bro like that. I told him he could get on my boat because we went to school together. He be cool, or he on the football team, and we talk sometime, but we ain't really cool like that. I don't know who them niggas is, but when we got to the boat, when we got to the island, he was going back and forth with some niggas, and then we end up leaving. I ain't realize I had his phone. But he ended up dead. Listen, them niggas over there, that's Charles, Marley, and Devin. They do this. You feel me?
Y'all go out to a party, man. Your friend get into an altercation with a group of dudes at that party. Are you leaving that party without your friend? Are you letting your friend tell you, hey, bro, I just got into an altercation with this group of people. Now, my only homies I came with, they about to leave me, and I'm about to be at this party by myself.
Right.
When there's hostility and resentment with a group of guys, and I got no backup. Does that even sound right? Clearly not. Now, the judge, she decided to respond back to her son's suspicion and potentially being involved in this case, as well as why she deactivated her page. Now, I'm going to say this, bro. The Sheriff County came out and said that they didn't find any crimes involving this Nolan Wells case. But the autopsy ain't even come back yet.
Exactly.
Bro.
So how the fuck y'all gonna tell me that?
The autopsy ain't even come. The sheriff who's investigating a possible murder involving the judge's son came back and said, we ain't find no crimes have been committed without the autopsy even coming back yet. Think about it for a second. You think justice is like gonna get served in this case? Clearly
Probably not.
Now, the judge put out a statement, and here's what the judge had to say. Judge Ashley Cole, who apparently has a despicable track record, like despicable, like things like telling like this black woman that the baby dad cannot meet her at the police station to drop off the kid, and that she ended up getting murdered, or somebody else lost their kid. She tells the person they can't grieve online. This lady has a despicable track record. She goes, our family, along with the community, grieves the loss of Nolan Wells. Our thoughts and prayers are with Nolan's family. Our son, Warren, loved Nolan dearly. Unfortunately, I feel that it is appropriate for our family to dispel some rumors with facts based upon the social media attention that is being diverted away from the Wells family and their loss, okay? So you don't think it's necessary to talk to the police, to talk to the family? Right, so they go, Yes, I deactivated my Facebook given the very heightened emotional state of social media. Right now, I fear for the safety of my child and my children. My husband and I have 6 children, and we covet their privacy. We do not believe it is appropriate.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you something right the fuck now. I'm on her page. And, you know, I don't want to judge or jump to conclusions or nothing like that. But, nigga, I don't know. That I'm not even gonna say too much. This is what I'm gonna say. Okay? I always been scared of Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, the middle of Missouri. I'm all them redneck country looking, old country bumpkin looking ass niggas. Man, I'm cool. I don't want to be out there. I know history, nigga. History say that ain't nothing ever happened good to a nigga in Mississippi. Just put it like that, okay? Nothing. Alabama, Louisiana. Nigga, when I moved to Miami, I lived in LA, right? Me and my one homie, we got in a fucking moving truck and we drove from LA to Miami. In order to do that, we had to go through a lot of states. There was 2 states that me and my brother G-Dot, 2 states that we refused to make any fucking stops in. When I tell you we filled that gas tank up, before we got to these states, maybe one time between states, and we got through that shit so fast we didn't stop for nothing or nobody. I'm gonna tell you the 2 states. You ready? Louisiana and Alabama. Ain't nothing good for niggas ever happened in Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, or Louisiana.
For our minor children's photographs to be circulated through the internet, presenting potential threats to their safety. I graduated high school with, again, Nolan's mom, Nolan Wells. We are from the same community. I have the utmost respect for her and all of the Wells family. We mourn the loss of Nolan with them. Our prayers have been and will continue to be with them. My husband and I were not at Horns Island at any point on 4th of July. What's the price of tea in China? What does this have to do with anything?
I have no idea.
We know you weren't there, right? But your son was there. No one in our family is trying in any way to impede with the investigation by law enforcement or to otherwise hamper the family and law enforcement quest for an answer. Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taken on water and they had an issue with the, He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taken on water and they had an issue with the, what?
So he had another man's phone for like 2 hours damn near?
What? So hold on, bruh. So the homie you went there with, y'all told us that y'all asked Nolan, hey, Nolan, we about to leave, bro. You want to come with?
Exactly.
Nolan said, nah, bro. I don't want to come with.
I'm gonna stay with Shorty.
I'm like hanging out. Y'all go ahead, bro. But now y'all are telling us the last time y'all seen him was at 3 p.m. Mm-hmm. Y'all left at 4:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. So the story of, hey, we told Nolan, hey, bro, we about to go, come with it. He said, nah. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because you didn't see him an hour and 30 minutes before you guys left. Didn't you guys go to the Horn Island to hang out together?
Right.
Wasn't you, Nolan, and everybody hanging out together?
Right.
Y'all didn't see somebody you guys was there to hang out with for an hour and 30 minutes? This doesn't make sense at all. The claim now that they told Nolan, hey, we're leaving, and he says, nah, that's out the window, because they said the last time they seen him was 3 p.m. He saw Nolan last at around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water and they had an issue with the bilge pump. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. But how did he make this decision? Think about it for a second. How did Nolan make the decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends?
If y'all ain't talked to him since 3.
When the last time y'all seen Nolan was 3 p.m. and y'all left the island at 4:30 p.m.
All right.
Y'all left at 4:30. The last time you seen him was 3 p.m.
So how you gonna tell me he made it? Well, how you gonna tell me what he said or what he did?
Y'all not saying, hey, bro, we about to leave, and then spend an hour and 30 minutes later. Like, are you crazy?
Yes, they are.
You don't say, hey, we about to leave, and then spend another hour and 30 minutes while your boat is malfunctioning.
Right.
That don't make sense at all. They continue, man. They says, yes, I am a judge. I also value transparency. I apologize if anyone was offended that I deleted my social media. Man, cut it out, man. She says, we live in a world of clickbaity. All right, man. Fair, listen, bro. If the story continues to change,
right,
it continues to change. It doesn't make, nothing here makes sense at all. Yeah, my friend had an altercation. He goes missing. I don't bring that up to the police. I don't mention that. We told him, hey, bro, we about to leave, bro. But then the last time y'all seen him was an hour and 30 minutes before you left. Huh? Right. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning,
I think Flock dropped another video. I would love to see that. Yeah, he dropped another video 6 hours after that. Oh shit! All right, we're gonna have to drop. Hey, stay tuned for the next video. I'm finna react to this right now.